I totally get why this story has everyone in an absolute chokehold. It's heavy, it's dramatic, and it dives right into the deep end of the forbidden romance trope while dragging your emotions through the mud. If you love a story that rips your heart out of your chest and hands it back to you stitched together with quiet, desperate hope, you need to buckle up. Today, we're doing a deep dive into the 392-page emotional roller coaster that is Awake Wake My Heart, Love Without Limits by the Elusive Authoress. This is the ultimate slow burn medical drama romance that feels like a cinematic masterpiece playing out in your head. You're going to want tissues in one hand and your jaw firmly attached to your face because the plot twists are relentless. Let's break this down scene by scene. Imagine the screech of tires shattering the happiest day of your life. 1 second, our main girl Anna Mathews is staring at her groom saying, "I do" to a lifetime of promises. The next second, she's fighting for her life in an ICU bed, her wedding dress ruined, and the room completely, terrifyingly silent. Anna is the kind of woman who genuinely lights up every single room she walks into. She's a passionate, bubbly school teacher, the kind who stays hours after the bell rings just to grade papers and make sure her students feel seen. She loves fiercely, laughs from her chest, and dreams of building a massive, chaotic family. But on the drive to her honeymoon, a brutal, catastrophic car crash changes the trajectory of her life forever. Anna slips into a profound, motionless coma. You would think tragedy brings people together, right? Wrong. When the reality of Anna's condition sets in, her brand new husband wakes up to the medical bills and the grim prognosis. Instead of honoring the vows he took literally hours prior, he files for divorce so he can cut his losses and move on. He actually walks away. The court grants the divorce, and Anna is left completely legally vulnerable. To make matters worse, her grieving father is drowning in mounting hospital debts he can't possibly afford. The plug is basically scheduled to be pulled. The world is ready to write Anna off. Enter Dr. Collins. He is a brilliant, emotionally locked down neurosurgeon who has seen every medical miracle and every devastating loss you can imagine. He is the guy who strictly operates by the book. Doctors are not supposed to get personally involved. They definitely don't become legal guardians of their patients, and they absolutely do not sit by a bedside after their shift ends. But something about Anna shatters his professional walls. During visiting hours, he stands quietly in the background, overhearing stories from her devastated friends and former students. He listens as they talk about how she'd throw spontaneous dance parties in the middle of class, how she'd secretly pay for a kid's school lunch, and how her laugh used to echo down the hallways. Collins starts to see a vivid picture of a woman entirely too full of life to just let slip away into the dark. So he does the unthinkable. He crosses a massive ethical and professional line by stepping up as her temporary legal guardian, legally binding himself to her and using his own premium medical benefits to keep her life support running. His excuse? He's just buying her time until the wealthy parents of one of her students can take over the costs. Just a doctor doing his duty. Right? Wrong. The hospital nights get longer, and Dr. Collins' obsession grows. Her room is constantly illuminated by the soft, sterile blue glow of the heart monitors. The only sounds are the rhythmic beep of her vitals and the heavy rain hitting the glass. Collins starts showing up first thing in the morning and last thing at night. He isn't checking her chart anymore. He's checking on her. He holds her limp hand when the nurses aren't looking. He traces the lines of her knuckles like he's trying to memorize a map. He whispers confessions into the quiet room that he would never dare say in the daylight. Outside the hospital, the world is a mess. Anna's toxic best friend, Veronica, is an absolute nightmare, stirring up endless drama and passing judgment that only makes a tragic situation harder. Even worse, the cowardly ex-husband suddenly reappears, attempting to blackmail the doctor to stop him from fighting for Anna's life. The stakes climb dangerously high. Medical options are running out, and hope starts to feel like a ridiculous luxury. But Dr. Collins refuses to fold. Instead, he doubles down. He starts resigning from parts of his old life to make room for her. In the ultimate act of silent devotion, he buys a house and guts it entirely to renovate it from the ground up. He widens the doorways for a wheelchair, installs adaptive technology in every room, and mutters to her sleeping form, I'm not just changing a house, Anna. I'm building my life around you. And every single month she survives under his watch, he silently slips a single, flawless diamond into a velvet box. He is all in on a woman who doesn't even know his first name. The tension in this book builds like a thunderstorm right in your chest. Days blur into weeks, and weeks bleed into months. Collins pours every ounce of his energy into cutting-edge research, experimental treatments, and sheer, stubborn willpower to wake her up. It's a massive moral gray area. She can't consent, she can't speak, she can't even open her eyes. But his love is never loud or possessive. It's the quiet, resilient kind of love that simply refuses to leave. Then comes the scene that will absolutely wreck you. Anna's vitals suddenly crash. The machines start screaming, nurses rush in, and panic takes over. Collins is right there, his voice raw and breaking, absolutely refusing to step back. He talks to her through the chaos, treating her like she can hear every single frantic word, pouring out the heavy truth he's carried alone for months. And somehow, against every medical odd, his voice cuts through the absolute dark. Anna's eyes flutter open. The room explodes with blinding light, overwhelming noise, and immediate tears. She's weak, she's terrified, and she's disoriented, but she is awake. The woman everyone gave up on has clawed her way back. When she finally takes her first shaky, uncertain steps toward him, Collins literally drops to his knees. There is no grand theatrical speech. It is just raw, unfiltered devotion meeting the woman he essentially fought the entire world to save. The accessible house he built, the box of diamonds he saved, the entire life he reshaped, it was all sitting there, waiting for her. Anna doesn't have her full memory back yet, but she instantly recognizes the profound safety in his arms. This story proves why the slow burn romance is top tier. It isn't just about sterile hospital corridors turning into the backdrop for a love story, it's about absolute sacrifice. It tackles massive themes, how love can unexpectedly violently bloom in the bleakest places, how one person's stubborn refusal to give up can literally rewrite someone else's destiny, and how sometimes forbidden just means it's a battle worth fighting. Awake My Heart leaves you with the undeniable truth that real love isn't about perfect timing or easy convenience. It's about choosing someone fiercely and completely, even when they cannot choose you back.